All right, guys, so we just wrapped up with our first real kind of offshore trip of the year. It was kind of like a shakedown trip with my uncle. We just picked up a new boat and a camping Grand Isle. So we kind of rigged it up with some new stuff and some old stuff that we've had in the lineup for a while. But I kind of wanted to showcase the new stuff that we got coming that's going to be available. Some of it's available right now and some in the next couple of months. But the first one's going to be a new sword rod. We had a great sword rod before when we kind of inherited the company, and then kind of got the short end of the stick through one of our suppliers, and we had to do some more research and kind of go back to the drawing board on it. Went through 3 or 4 different blanks and finally found one that we really like. It's got the right tip that we're looking for. Actually, I think it has more tip than the previous model, but also the backbone to handle that 250 to 300 when you do hook it. So we're super jacked up about that. We got to make a couple drops with it and ended up pulling up a big tilefish on a big eel. So rod fished great, felt the bite great, and of course it had plenty of backbone to handle the tile. But another new model that we have coming is going to be a deep drop, more of a light deep drop. So this is going to be made for like 800 to 1200 size electric reels. We put a 1200 Seaborg on this one for this customer, and we're super happy with how this came out. Basically, when we bought Zook, there wasn't really a light deep drop model. So there was a kind of a heavier deep drop that was more made for like Warsaw, throwing LPs on it, big electric reels. But as far as like anywhere from beeliner to snapper, smaller grouper, and like tilefish, there wasn't really something in the lineup. So we spent really the past 6 months ordering blanks, testing them. We sent some down with the DTB guys. We've sent some down with Voodoo and a couple other charters to actually test on the water, and we're pretty jacked up about this one. It's got a ton of tip on it. Mason says you can see a winchman snapper fart on it. So it's got a lot of tips. So we're really excited about that one. We'll overlay some footage of us pulling up some snapper and some beeliners, and we actually caught an AJ on it too, which was pretty cool. And then next up, the kind of the third model that we tested on this trip was a slow pitch. That was kind of a goal in our mind, was to come out with a slow pitch series. That one is very technical. The slow pitch guys are very specific on what they want. It's almost like there's 2 different categories. You got like the traditional Japanese slow pitch, and then you've got the American slow pitch. So we're kind of working on a few different models there, and we're pretty excited about it. We're doing some different things. A lot of the industry is going one way, and we're going to kind of go a different direction with it. But we're super excited. We ended up catching a big yellowedge on one of the slow pitch, a ton of beeliners, and then we caught a Darwin Slimehead, which we'll show you all that as well. It was pretty cool because we pulled it up. We had no clue what it was, and we started sharing it around. And the people were freaking out on it, freaking out about it basically, because apparently only a couple of those get caught per year, across the U.S. So we were pretty jacked up about that. And then lastly, a snapper rod has been on the books for a long time. Snapper season coming up, that's big in Louisiana, really big anywhere. And we wanted a really good, just kind of stand up, straight butt snapper rod built for, pulling fish out of wrecks, catching grouper as well, but like a 15 to 20 wide size, as well as like a 5500 to 6500 spinning reel model. And we got some new blanks in that are pretty awesome. They're carbon wrapped in the butt, so they get a little bit more strength in the butt, but they also got a lot of tip and then enough power to drop your bigger weights that you need to get down for snapper. So it wasn't snapper season on this trip, but we're able to drop in some wrecks in about 250 feet. And if you do any kind of offshore fishing, that's probably the only thing you're going to catch right there, because there's so many of them. So we're pretty jacked up about that. So check out the rest of the footage from this trip, and stay tuned, because we got these were the main 4 we wanted to introduce, but we got some more coming, and we're pretty excited about it. So y'all check it out and let us know what you think.
Hard lift. All right. No doubt.